Hello and welcome to Kakafina channel. My name is Laume and today we're going to talk about Mooncat's next sale. I predict that the next sale will be on Black Friday, which is November 28th. The sale should be with a code Lunar20 as always, and it will give 20% off. I think the sale lasts for about a week or so, so you will have plenty of time to choose, though I would recommend to get there first if you want to acquire these polishes I'm about to recommend, because they might sell out. Even though Mooncat likes to stock up on the nail polish as much as they can, I mean, they cannot predict what will sell out first. I will recommend you a few shades and grab them as soon as possible. The first shade I wanted to recommend that I do not have with me right now, it's Queen of the Dead. I do have some swatches for you guys because I have had the shade, but I used the whole bottle, so I don't have it with me anymore. The entire shade was so majestical and so beautiful. It's a thermal nail polish, and thermals typically die within a year of usage, so have that in mind. Other than that, it is a beautiful shade, very light, bright red when warm, and when cool it's darker red, like plummy, this juicy cherry red. I do really like this shade. I keep using this all the time, regardless of the time of the year. I think it's all year round suitable, so I highly recommend the shade. It's probably my favorite thermal from Mooncat and one of my favorites to just exist in Mooncat's site, and I think it's a bestseller from them, so you know that this is a good shade. Oh, I forgot to mention that it's quite a staining polish shade, so please double up or triple up on the base coat because your nails will be red after that. Queen of the Dead has the stainage, you know? But yeah, this is one of my favorite shades and I highly recommend Queen of the Dead. I only have one creme to recommend because I do not feel comfortable recommending cremes that are that expensive, so I recommend only one creme because I truly love it and I want everyone to have it because I find it so beautiful. It's The Stranger. Not typical, but very beautiful olivey kind of shade, and I really love this one because so far I have found no dupes of it. It seems to be a standalone nail polish, although that might change very soon. I will let you know about this one. So this creme is special to me because it is a very unique kind of olivey shade. It leans towards yellow more than your other olivey shades you can find in other brands, so I love that personally. It is fully opaque in 2 coats only. The first coat is sometimes a little bit finicky, especially after having it for a while. The second coat fixes that immediately, so it's a 2-coater. This is honestly my favorite shade ever from Mooncat, and therefore I highly recommend it. We also have, I wanted to quickly mention Star Destroyer. Grab that one while it's still available because it is a limited edition nail polish shade. It is this beautiful metallic silver flakies in a very light jelly blue base, and I really love that about it. It is truly outstanding in pictures. It is outstanding in real life as well. I really love it on my nails. If you are a crow and you love a good bling on your nails, you're gonna love this one, I swear. The box is very beautiful as well, so if you're a collector type of nail polish lover, you might find that worth collecting as well. The shade itself is fully opaque in 2 to 3 coats depending on how thick of a coat you apply. I personally go for 3 thin coats and I really love the end result. It's your bling shade you're definitely going to love from Mooncat. I also have found my access denied. I thought it was lost, but I still have a little tiny bit of it left apparently. In my last video I thought I have none and I have finished it, but I have found a little bit of it. It is a little bit more of a finicky formula, though gorgeous when applied in 3 to 4 coats. It is very unique and very gorgeous. I've seen other brands try to emulate it, but they kind of didn't seem to quite nail the formula the Mooncat has, so access denied. It is in a black acrylic base with this beautiful green glimmer in it, and that glimmer makes it so worthwhile. Nobody can quite emulate that so far as I've seen. This is such a beautiful shade and it looks so gorgeous under the sun. On the lowlights it's nothing that crazy, it looks like a little bit weird off black shade, but if you like black or shades that lean towards black, you're gonna like it in lowlights as well. Though I have to mention that under the sun it truly blooms and it looks the best under the sun or under flashlight. Firstly, in like 1 or 2 coats it looks quite patchy in my experience, but once you apply a 3rd coat, and if you do it in very thin coats, a 4th coat, it covers the nail completely and it looks very, very beautiful. Even though the formula is finicky, I still quite recommend this because it looks very beautiful on the nails. We also have one of my favorites, but this time it's magnetic, and it's Forbidden Fruit. Forbidden Fruit is quite your beautiful plummy cherry base, plummy cherry jelly grelly base. It has that magnetic green shimmer in it. I really love this nail polish. It is fully opaque in 2 coats. I keep wearing this non-stop. I think this color combo is just delicious and I like it so much. It looks good in low lights, it looks good under the sunlight, gives that a little bit of a different kind of look depending on what angle you're looking at it. It has that quite a shifty quality to it, which I like about that, and you know, it's just a great nail polish overall. If you're up for good magnetics, I highly recommend Mooncat. I think they're one of the best on the market, especially with this new collection, especially their newest magnetic collection. They amped up their magnetics to be 2 coaters, all of them to be 2 coaters, which I really like, and they have that black base and shipped to a few other colors. I've seen ship them from green to pink, which is, I mean, so beautiful and so amazing. But yeah, Forbidden Fruit is one of my favorites and I highly recommend Forbidden Fruit. If you're a green lover, if you're a plum lover, if you're a purple lover even, you're gonna love this one as well. Now I have to recommend my, probably, I have to say my signature red shade, which is Pandemonium. And Pandemonium is such a gorgeous bright red that leans towards orange a little bit, and I love that. It is fully opaque in 2 coats only. It is a very opaque polish. I had to thin it out after years of having it. Also, I have this much left of it. Nothing too crazy. 1 more manicure and it will be done. My favorite red to this day, I didn't have any bright red that is better than this one. I've had Shroomdom, I've had Hot Take by Holo Taco, I had Favorite Sister by Holo Taco, but this one defeats them all. I think it's the best red out there if you have warm skin tones or olivey skin tones. Now, if you have quite cool skin tone, I think you might either love it or hate it, depends on what you like on your nails. I've seen people complaining about this shade when they have cooler skin tones, so have that in mind because this is warm toned and it might not match your vision, it might not match your vibes, so it's not a foolproof perfect red for everyone, but for the most part my subscribers really love this red and I do too. I also had to recommend a beautiful green polish that I'm rocking on my nails non-stop. Is the Serpents of Eden. Serpents of Eden is your multi-chrome kind of shade. It is mostly green, but on the extreme angles you can see it shifts to blue and to purple. This is very shifty shade and it looks like bug on your nails, and I do really like myself some bugs. You know, I'm a fan of bugs, of beetles that look like this. This is beautiful, I love that. And this is exactly in Serpents of Eden, so I highly recommend this one as well. I also wanted to mention the beautiful and classical shade, which is Mermaid Bait, and if you still somehow don't have it, grab it. It is fully opaque, almost fully opaque in 3 coats. I personally find it a little bit more liquidy in a formula, but that's good because I don't need to thin it out. It is beautiful shade. It shifts from yellow to green to blue to purple at extreme angles. Like, this is a gorgeous shade, and I love that it's looking very nice when overcast or sunny. It doesn't matter. It has different shifts. When overcast, it's more green. When sunny, it looks more of this blue yellow, and I really love that about it. It has some pink shimmer in it as well. Like, it's such a shifty shade, so I highly recommend this one. Though I have to mention, for you Europeans, we have a dupe from Lethal Cosmetics. This is Dexter Slice of Life. Now, these two shades are the exact same. They're dupes in my opinion. Maybe Dexter has a little bit more of a blue base, a little bit more intense blue base, but other than that, when applied side by side, I very much cannot tell the differences. If someone would blindfold me and put these two polishes side by side, I couldn't tell which one is which. And they are very similar, and I highly recommend both, but Mooncat Mermaid Bait is for you Americans and Slice of Life is for you Europeans. I just cannot stop recommending Flight of the Monarchs on every sale. This is such a gorgeous gilded shade. It is orange, but it's golden, but it's purple at the same time, and I really love this one. It is fully opaque in 2 to 3 coats, depending on how thick of a coat you apply, of course, and it is still very good consistency after 2 or 3 years of me having this. So it's very nice polish. I try not to use too much of it. I forget sometimes that I have it, but every time I put this on, I don't want to take it off. It looks gorgeous. It looks amazing, especially under the sun. I have to wear this more often, honestly, because I forget I have this. You know, I'm not the orange lover, honestly. I'm not. Every time my eyes spot an orange, I'm like, oh, immediately no. But then I remember that it's Flight of the Monarchs, and then I go to immediately yes, so fast. I love the shade so much, so I highly recommend this one as well. Also, one of my favorite recommendations for you guys is Catfished, and you can see it's used up quite a bit. I keep on using it as a topper, but it looks good on its own as well. It is almost fully opaque in 3 coats. In this polish, we have flakies that shift from turquoise to purple to yellow and pink at extreme angles. Like, this is such a gorgeous shade. I will not show this side, it's a little bit dirty. You know, I use my nail polishes, that's why they are dirty. Catfished is one of my favorites to use in autumn and in winter especially. I think it's such a perfect winter shade, but also it is perfect summer shade. So if you want to go either way, you are going to be more than happy to have Catfished in your assortment. So I highly recommend this one, and yeah, grab it because it's beautiful. Immediately yes to Witch Hazel by Mooncat. Like, this one, when I've seen this in my drawer, I'm like, yes, this is, I want to put this in the video. And on its own, it's gorgeous as well, but as a topper on the Stranger, it looks like the best topper around. It makes the Stranger so metallic and so beetle-like as well, which I really love about it. It is not fully opaque in 3 coats, and it will never be fully opaque because the nail line will be seen no matter what you do under some angles, so have that in mind. But if you're a fan of your nail line seeing through, I think you can wear it on its own in 2 to 3 coats and it will look gorgeous. I personally love the shade on its own as well. But as a topper, you guys, you have to try this as a topper. It looks so good. I love it so much as a topper, and I highly recommend it. So grab it while it's still there and you will have no regrets, I promise. This one shifts from deep blue to green to magenta to yellow at extreme angles. So depending on the angles, Root of All Evil might be very similar to Serpents of Eden, but this is such a favorite of mine. I used it for a pedicure and I really loved it. My nails looked like beautiful beetles and I love that. It is fully opaque into the 3 coats depending on how thick of a coat you apply. Root of All Evil is such a gorgeous shade that I have to recommend it, and it's one of my must-haves from Mooncat. So, you know, grab it because it's beautiful. You also have to try the Trouble with Immortality if you still don't have it. It is from the Seasons of Persephone collection, and I believe this is the only one from the Persephone collection I'm recommending this year. Yes, it is, because it is so gorgeous. It is fully opaque in 2 coats, and it does look on the nails like champagne feels on your tongue. I love that about it. It looks sparkly and it looks delicious, and under the sun you will not be able to stop watching at your nails at all when wearing the Trouble with Immortality. I also have none of it left because it is a gorgeous shade. I need to repurchase that one as well, so I might as well do that on this sale. And the last but definitely not least, the shade I really love this year and I keep on wearing it is the Arsonist. Now this one is also red. You can tell the theme. I love greens, I love reds, I love blues. This one is such an impactful kind of shimmery red that I want to recommend this to everyone I meet. And I think if you're like a little bit of a crazy girl, you're gonna love this shade. This deep red kind of sparkle but with orange shimmer in it, and it is fully opaque in 2 coats only. It looks like the perfect fallish for you crazy girls, and just look at this. Look at this. Oh my god. It's in blur, but it looks so good. I love this shade so much. Can't stop wearing this. And I just recently got it, but I am up to here. Like, I've used it up to here, and I highly recommend this one as well. So this is it, you guys. Thank you so much for watching, and if you like the video, please subscribe, and see you in my next one. Bye!